Have you ever felt like you're designed for a world that doesn't quite exist? You walk into a room and instantly sense the emotional undercurrents. You can predict how conversations will unfold before they happen. You see what people could become, not just who they are. And yet, you still question yourself. If you're an INFJ, this contradiction isn't random. It's structural, because the very thing that makes you perceptive is also what makes you feel alone. Here's what most INFJ videos won't tell you. The real challenge isn't your sensitivity. It's the tension between your inner vision and external reality. You don't just observe the world. You compare it to a deeper internal blueprint. That blueprint comes from introverted intuition, NI. It's constantly synthesizing patterns, predicting trajectories, mapping hidden meanings. But here's the problem. Reality rarely matches the vision. So you live in a quiet friction. You see potential in people they don't see in themselves. You see where relationships are heading long before cracks appear. You see societal flaws others normalize. And when no one else sees what you see, you start wondering if you're the delusional one. This is where most INFJs misinterpret themselves. They think they're too intense, too idealistic, too sensitive. But what's actually happening is deeper. Your auxiliary function, extroverted feeling, constantly tracks emotional harmony. It wants alignment, authenticity, congruence. So when your intuition predicts a future outcome, and the present moment pretends everything is fine, you feel the dissonance in your body. That exhaustion, it's not social anxiety. It's cognitive emotional overload from holding two timelines at once. And here's the hidden cost no one talks about. Because you see what could be, you struggle to accept what is. You don't just want relationships. You want meaningful ones. You don't just want work. You want purpose. You don't just want conversation. You want depth. But chasing the ideal can quietly create disappointment. This is where Carl Jung's idea of individuation becomes crucial. Individuation isn't about becoming more special. It's about integrating opposites. For INFJs, that means integrating vision with reality, sensitivity with boundaries, insight with action, and especially light with shadow. Most INFJs fear their shadow, the anger, the resentment, the moments of cold detachment. But that shadow isn't corruption, it's compensation. When your empathy overextends, your psyche generates distance. When your idealism burns out, cynicism steps in to protect you. The goal isn't to eliminate these parts, it's to understand them. Because the moment you accept that you are capable of intensity, anger, and selfishness, you stop being unconsciously ruled by them. This is the integration Jung was pointing toward. Not becoming softer, not becoming tougher, becoming whole. And here's the tension we started with. You feel designed for a world that doesn't exist. But what if that's backwards? What if your role was never to find a perfect world, but to quietly influence the imperfect one? INFJs aren't here to escape reality. They're here to refine it. But refinement requires grounding. Developing your inferior SE, extroverted sensing, means learning to tolerate the present moment even when it's messy, touching life directly instead of only envisioning it. Because vision without embodiment becomes frustration, but vision embodied becomes impact. And that's the shift. You're not too much. You're not too rare to belong. You're wired to see ahead. But your power only stabilizes when you accept the now. And this is why so many INFJs struggle with sudden withdrawal, not because they hate people, but because when reality feels misaligned with their inner map, they retreat to recalibrate. We'll talk about that pattern next, and why INFJs disappear without warning. If this resonated with you, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.